The gulag is suffering right now.
Yeah. 100%.
Somebody just sent me a message. Bro, what the hell? I waited 4 hours to see Wix and it's not working. Oh, it's working now?
Yeah. Yeah, it's working now. Yeah. 100%.
Somebody just sent me a
All right, what's this? An impulse trade at the low of the break. An impulse trade on the break of the low, is it sensible? On the break of the low, I don't know. Not yet. I think we'll have to wait for the candle to close. I think people should really calm down about, like, taking trades as price starts to break the low or the high. Like, I think you need to really relax with that and wait for candles. Oh, no way. Look at that. Oh. Man, I don't know what's going on. This is Brexit.
What the fuck?
What? Oh, no. End the stream. Fuck it. We lost.
Yeah, man.
We're
It's
done.
over.
Bye.
It's over.
It's over.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
Like, what do you do, man? This is cheating. This is cheating.
Dude.
And it's crazy. I actually took a
Waiting all day
sell.
for this.
I took a sell the second that 15-minute candle closed under 136.960 with stop loss at 137.080, and I get stopped out. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're done. We're done. This is it. There's nothing. As soon as someone asked would the impulse sell would be better below the 30-minute low, I'm like, yeah, no, let's just wait, and boom, thing just stopped.
Yeah.
Thing just stopped. Just like, no, just be patient. Nope. It just drops.
What patience, man. Boom.
What patience?
I know Matt caught that one.
100%. What happened to Boris? He died?
Yo, somebody said
Not yet.
that's the gulag volume.
So I don't see any major news. What exactly made this happen?
Yeah, I don't see anything either.
Yeah.
Ooh, it was PM Johnson says reason I suffer from the C word is because I had an underlying condition. I was too fat.
Oh no, but that was earlier. Yeah, it was like 30 minutes ago or
30.
something like that.
Maybe could that would have had like a late effect or something?
Just because Boris getting being fat? No, I don't think so. That's not any fundamental.
Yeah. Well, at
tell
least he
everybody-
was accepting it,
Just
Yeah,
tell
Roger.
everybody in the gulag.
That's
we
the
took
first
this trade. I'm making mad.
I have a message that says like EU will reportedly ignore October 15th Brexit deadline, betting that the UK will lock down.
Oh, okay.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, that could be.
Okay, see, so if someone knows how to use OBS, this is what's happening right over here. Let me share the screen over here so that you guys can see actually what's going on. You see this part?
Well, I use OBS.
Yeah, this is not doing the full thing, like the full screen over here. So I don't know how
It
to do
doesn't.
that.
It doesn't give you the option to fit the screen.
Do this. Oh,
Oh no.
hold shift. Okay, and drag.
It's kind of weird.
No, can't drag. Well, I guess it is what it is. Oh, click transition. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. It was just one button. All right, awesome, perfect. Well, now I don't know. Now we just gotta,
Chill, relax.
yeah.
There was a heavy penetration into the market.
Oh man, that was a really, really heavy penetration into the market.
You love that word, huh?
I'm out.
I do.
All right, let's do fresh analysis here now. So basically, we dropped. Like, come on, we dropped into the 4-hour zone over here, 4-hour rejection area. Now we definitely, well, the candles has also closed at this point. Yeah, I guess we've basically missed the move over here. So we'll have to wait. Let's take a look at what happened to your JPY. Oh, your JPY rejected that area. Just gotta wait on 30-minute to form some sort of a resistance here so that it can continue going bearish, or we can go back in the range. I'm surprised impulse trade wasn't taken upon breaking of the bullish 30-minute low. Well, if I had super fast fingers, I would have taken it, but it just moved way too quick for that.
Yeah.
It went boom, 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 boom,
I mean, there was like 5 seconds straight.
Yeah, 5 seconds, man. This is pretty quick. Ooh, look at that rejection. Hey,
God.
since we made a new low, maybe we can wait for resistance to form to retest the low. Yeah, probably. What's this? Oh, live, Boris. Oh,
He's so ugly.
oh, I have more live viewers than Boris right now. Yeah, 645. We have 1900.
Nobody wants to watch Boris, trust me.
Yeah.
And dude, even Trump,
Look at
Trump
that
is
face,
better
man.
than him. Wow.
Looks like
you
a current.
know his look, right? That's a deliberate kind of look that he has. He kind of looks like he plays this act, but he's a very, very intelligent man. If you see some of his writings, and he used to be the editor of the Private Eye magazine, and completely, like genius stuff that he used to write in there, So it is a bit of an act.
Okay. Yeah, because the first time I saw him was him looking like that, and he was riding a bicycle down a street. And I'm like, what? I think is he gonna come? Like, when Theresa May leaves, like I honestly thought that was a joke. Like, I wasn't really serious until I started researching about Boris. And I'm like, oh wow, okay, well, this is actually true. It looks like Trump's brother, to be honest.
Yeah. The other thing is to note with him is that kind of he, the stuff that he says, and it's all calculated, and he's, he just does it as an act. He did it when he was the London mayor. He kept his mouth shut. He's such a political player, and he has a loyal following,
Very loyal.
And he dresses like he's out of, like we got this like cheap clothes we get from his Primark.
Yeah.
He looks like he's gone in there and had a shop. It looks terrible, man.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting to see what's going to happen now. I mean, we had a big move down, kind of like rejecting here, kind of like also waiting for candles to kind of like relax at this point. But the good thing is, we did break below the support right over here on the left-hand side on the 1 hour time frame now. We broke below the support. Let's take a look at the news over here. This was, someone sent me here that EU to ignore October 15 Brexit deadline, betting UK will back down. Oh, wow, interesting. See, now, looking at this, it makes me think that a major fundamental decision wasn't made at this point. It's just a speculation that they will ignore the UK deadline, thinking that UK will back down. So if they're thinking like that, maybe this move could be, you know, corrected. So since we're coming down, since the 1 hour candle rejected 136.440, looking left, this was also an area of rejection. So I guess we'll have to wait. Well, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to see, like, you know, how the next few 30-minute candles form, and then based off of that, we can probably do something. But man, whoever was in buys on GJ over here, oh wow, man. Things just got really ugly for you really quick.
No stop loss, gang.
Can you imagine out of nowhere you get a 40 pip drawdown? You're like, oh, what happened? All right, let's see here. May I ask why you started so late? You will always start 30 minutes later, or it's the same as time before? No, we had a little problem here today. If the 30-minute candle close small bullish candle, is it good time to take impulse sell when the next candle break the low of the bullish candle? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think it's going to be better. Yeah, I think so. That's going to be a good idea. The price can continue down, but right now at this point, I don't think there's any trade on GJ. No trade so far on GJ over here. Do you not think there's a resistance level at 136.67 area, 136.67 area right over here? Retesting this level right here. Yeah, there is on the 30-minute. No, on the 15-minute, there's a level right over here. Let's take a look on the 30-minute. On 30-minute also, there's a level over here. And then on the 1 hour, there's a level higher up over here. So it's very difficult right now. It's a mess. It's a total mess, you know. So because we have a level here on the 1 hour time frame, and then we have a level here on the 30-minute time frame. So which level are you going to go with, right? So whenever price looks like there's confusion right now. I have no idea what's going on or where price is going to go. So at this time, I'm just going to wait. I'm not going to try to predict where price is going to go. I'm just going to wait to see how the next few candles form. And if those candles give me some sort of confirmation of the direction where we're going to go within the New York session, then I'm going to take that trade. But, you know, so far, I don't see anything at all. You know, if price goes down, perfect. There's no confirmations. Ooh, long time listener, first time sender. Let's take a look over here. This is possible break and retest to retest 136.320, waiting for resistance to form on the 30-minute time frame to continue moving down. Yeah, that could happen. Why aren't we streaming live on YouTube today? We are streaming live on YouTube today. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough here today. Pretty tough. Wow, this is crazy breaking news, man. They're fighting against the Brexit right now. What's your bias? My bias right now is I have no bias right now. No bias. 1 hour candle came down, rejected this area. I mean, I can't take a sell. If I take a sell, my stop is going to be pretty big over there, and we're not sure if price is going to reject or continue down. Not sure at all. There's no bias at this point for me. So I'm just going to wait.
Hey Raja,
Hey,
if price close above the broken support, do you think is it a good time to take buy?
if price close below the broken support,
Above, I mean above the broken support.
oh, right over here, like above over here.
Yes, like that.
Yeah. But we'll have to wait, right? We'll have to wait to see what happens. Got 19 minutes left for this 30-minute candle to close.
Yes.
Man, it was a beautiful thing watching GJ go down though. It was just beautiful. Thing just moved down, spiked up a little bit, and then boom, drop perfect down, like straight down. And I'm sitting there like, oh wow, man, crazy move, missed it. Let's see what's going on here in the gulag here. Hey, good morning. Would appreciate your opinion on this one. I think I managed risk well. Let's take a look at this. Someone says they managed risk well here at this point. Ooh, low was formed over here. 30-minute closed bearish, entered to sell. Closed all three at 13 pips. Oh, very nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. See, if you would have had a runner right now, your runner would have ran a lot. You know, your runner would have been kept on running right now. So we're looking at the 15-minute. I think a really good idea would be, like, as price is coming down. I mean, if we create a support down over here, I think we could get a move up and we can correct this whole move going back up to, I'd say at least like 137, 100. Yeah, 137, 100. Because if this move down wasn't like a concrete decision being made to change like some sort of like the fundamentals of the economy, I think it should continue moving up and correct this move. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Can't sell right now because the sell move has already happened. You know, whenever I see big moves happening, like this sell move over here, I tell myself, hey, like, you know what? I missed the move because this was the move to be in and you basically missed it. What's really happening in the market when move like that happens is basically news. Are all London banks selling their pound or buying yen because of fears? No, probably not. If all the banks were doing that, we would have like big drops. You know, we would have like massive drops if that was really happening. How do you know which time frame you should wait to close? That's a very interesting question. When you're looking at the 15-minute time frame, the thing is the 15-minute time frame is like a weak confirmation time frame, right? And then you have the 30-minute time frame. So 30-minute time frame is a much higher confirmation time frame. So it depends like what kind of confirmations do you want? Do you want strong confirmations? So you're going to wait for the 30-minute to close, or you're going to wait for the 1 hour to close, or do you want weak confirmations, you know? Then you're going to wait for the 15-minute to close. So the weaker the confirmations, more trades you're going to get, right? But the confirmation is not going to be there, so your chances of losing is way higher if you're looking at a small time frame over here. Hey, can you catch that impulse move if you are on the charts? I was actually on the charts, and no, I didn't catch that impulse move. Yeah, I think a pretty good idea would be to take a buy once we form a support down over here, 136, 440. I think that's going to be awesome. Yeah, what do you do at this point? Nothing. Hey, hope you're doing well and still freestyling. Can you give me some thoughts on my EJ chart and what would be a good entry? Okay, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at this EJ chart. For our time frame, overall uptrend, price retested previous daily support, coming up if price breaks back in the range. See, now if price breaks back in the range, I don't think that's going to be a pretty good idea because the only problem is if we're looking at your JPY here, this range is not big enough. This is like a, well, I guess it's okay. It's like a 19 pip range. If you can get a candle closing above and you can get some sort of support forming, I guess there's a possibility for price to continue going up. But the only problem is that we have these wicks here to the left hand side. We have this wick over here, so price may reject it and then come down to create support and then move up with I guess with the volume coming in from the NY open, but at the same time you have this wick rejection over here too. So as price starts moving up, you have to understand this one thing, right? As price starts moving up, the candles are always looking left. Candles are looking left to see that, okay, where did the candles reject before? So as they move up, they start seeing rejections and they start thinking that, okay, maybe we need to reject here as well. You know, so at that point, you start to decide that, okay, whether this range is going to be a range where you will take a trade or would you wait for price to, like, you know, kind of like break above this resistance 124,650 to take a buy above that. So I think the first step would be to wait for price to see if it does create a support down over here in this range to continue up or not. Do you believe in Forex 101 funding? I believe in everything. Why would you consider buys when the market went all bearish? Because we're still trending bullish. I think this move down is just like a retracement on the daily time frame to continue up. So, like, you know, if I see confirmations of support forming on GPJPY, I think it's going to be a pretty good indication that we may continue moving up and correct this move down here. So that's something I'm going to be waiting for at this point. Yeah, man, if a 30-minute candle closes bullish, I think we can continue moving bullish. So I think that's going to be a wonderful trade that we will take. I think the outcome is going to be pretty good. Returns are going to be pretty good. We're going to have confirmation. So let's just wait. Is it possible to trade as a version? I'm not sure. I guess a lot of people are trying that right now. So
Lord help us.
all right, I'm going to be right back.
Imagine GJ corrects that whole entire 73 pip move from 137,402. Savage.
Okay. What's this? I do have a good trade with EJ this afternoon. Can you tell me what can I do better? It will be awesome. Let's take a look here. This was a buy over here based on a 15-minute time frame. At this point, I secured 80 pips, 80%. Okay, I think it's pretty good. It's good. You had a buy, you had a stop loss. I mean, are you still having it run your stop losses break even? It's still running, so I think it's good. You know, if it starts closing back in the range, I think there's going to be a very high probability we're going to continue moving up. So, you know, on the other time, we're just waiting.
Was 50% on that bearish close.
What's that?
I wonder if he managed it properly. If he closed percentage on that bearish close.
Yep. Yeah. If you would have managed it, would be pretty good so far. Let's take a look at this chart here. This took a sell once we broke the low over here. Stopped out right over here. Why is the arrow pointing to this candle and you got stopped out with the previous candle? I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources and on a continuous basis. I think with that money coming in, if you invest in some spellings, I think it's going to be much better too. It's going to look better. You know, his English was all over the place. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. I mean, if you're getting money coming in from on a continuous basis from multiple sources of income, there's no reason to tell everyone about it, right? All right, what's going on here? Price made a low, came up, resistance formed. Oh, I know exactly what happened. You took a sell right over here on this candle. I went to the 15-minute chart. Entered sell over here. Oh, nice, pretty good. I closed 50% right there. Move stop above. Price going down. I think when you have confirmations on the high time frames, like let's say on the 30-minute right over here, and price is starting to move down, I think you should just trust the 30-minute. If you look at the 15-minute, so if this 15-minute is not breaking the low, I think it's still good to stay in the trade with the full position for price to continue down. Hey, when you get a chance today, could you please take a look at my questions in Slack? Yes. Yes, Saeed, I'm going to answer them after the live stream. I look at everything. I have a specific time in the day when I, like, you know, go through everything. So let's see here. Yesterday. Is it only the most recent candles to the left that are relevant? If it was choppy going up and then flew through one solid candle coming down, would you next expect trophy? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I understand that question correctly. But right now, just by looking at price, it's in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing that I see. There's nothing that I recognize for me to execute a position over here or a trade. Even if you look on the 30-minute time frame, the 30-minute is just closing like a doji, but it's also closing below this area here to the left-hand side. So there's a bit of waiting at this point. Hey, please recommend books to read on fundamentals. You know what? Understanding fundamentals, it takes a lot of practice, you know, because fundamentals are changing every day. Every day you're getting some new news coming in, some new announcements coming in, new personalities who come in, you know, so those little things, they change everything. Right, so when you're talking about how to learn fundamentals, it's about, like, you know, you pick one thing, like let's say you start to pick NFP. You know, you start reading about NFP, you start seeing that, okay, how different numbers had different results, or how they had like different effects on the market. At the same time, if you're looking at CPI, the consumer price index, you're starting to see that, okay, how does CPI affect the market at every time when CPI happens? So it takes a long time. So fundamentals, there's no a way to learn fundamentals. There's a way to keep up with fundamentals. Me personally, I don't keep up with fundamentals at all. I don't care about them. I don't really care where to move price. I mean, because the way how I see it, if there's going to be some sort of a fundamental change, it's going to affect price based on the higher time frames, like your daily, weekly, and things like that. But when I'm trading within this session, I only worry about what's happening in this session. That's it. That's all I worry about, because I'm a session trader. I'm not a position trader. I'm not a trader that's going to trade based on where the fundamentals are going to move price. No, I trade based on where technicals are going to move price. Could it be that the 5 minute is retesting? I don't care about 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a very, very weak confirmation time frame. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Joe Camacho. Joe Camacho is going somewhere, man.
They're robbing a bank.
Let's get muted.
Let's go.
Yeah, sounds like that.
Jump in the car. Jump in the car.
Yo, Camacho. Sounds like a soccer player.
All right, look at that. 30-minute candle is about to close bullish on the 4. We got 4 minutes left over here. It's also closing bullish above this area here to the left-hand side, and I think if it does, we can correct this move. I wonder what Kervin is thinking right now. Kervin is in deep thoughts.
Yeah, man, he's thinking something, but
No, look. Basically, what I want to see is something like resistance form here, based on the 5 and 15 minute, and then candles going something like this. The moment I see some sort of resistance created on the 5 minute, I'll be looking for sales, because you know what? Because I'm expecting the 4 hour basically continue dropping. At least the I don't see this 4 hour pulling back all the way up above 136,800. So basically my play is looking for some sort of resistance somewhere here where the first retest was done on the 15 minute, and then so on continue going to this area, toward this area, based on the 4 hour, you know. So by this, I'm meaning that I'll be looking for some sort of sells if this happen based on the 5 and 15 minute, and then probably close to, let's say, 8 a.m. And the next 30-minute candle should do the work. If not, then it's gonna be around 8:30. But let's see what's gonna happen with New York opening.
Yeah, you're kind of. Yeah.
Morning. I think also to Kerwin, I think you're right there. Originally, I was looking to see us fill the monthly wick on GJ, but there's a heavy resistance at 137,200 up around there.
Yeah.
So today we might be just getting that pullback. I still think that we're going to head up. I just think now the weekly candles shift bias a bit. So you might find that this week's candle goes down a bit, but still finishes bullish. And then next week we get a further push up to the upside. Because once again, looking on the monthly candle, the story that I was trying to tell is basically this is a zone here, and then this would be completed at that point. We had rejection from this area here to drive further up. This candle is just was supposed to continue to go up, and it now sort of stalled. But if you look at the weekly candle basically sat with no wick essentially. So I'm watching GJ, but gold, if we do break above 1917, we have a clean move right to probably 1922, and then eventually 1930 with gold. Gold looks very clean. So
basically, gold is doing exactly the same thing that did yesterday. Yesterday was the same move, straight resistance, and it was a straight rally.
Yeah, so I'm watching gold right now. So, yeah, sorry about that, Raja.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. See now, if I go for a potential buy at this point, stop is going to be way too big, even on the 15-minute as well. So I'm going to hold off here. Kervin, you might be right. That if we broke below this area, it can continue down to make a low over here. I think we should continue up, create like a minor resistance, and then continue moving down.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason I'm not taking this buy, even though I wanted to take this buy, is because my stop, even based on the 15-minute, is going to be a little larger than I usually have it. So based on that, I'm going to sit out over here and I'm going to see if we do come up to create like a resistance to retest this low.
Yeah, GJ, to be honest, hit a heavy resistance at 137.250 yesterday. It was a very, very strong. And the other thing is too, we had such a huge rally yesterday to get to that level. I sort of was talking to somebody about this last night, and they were in GJ since like 135, and they said, you know, what do you think? I said, I think 138 is a very reasonable target with GJ, like 138.200. Like if you look on the daily, you'll see like 138.200 is a very, very strong level. There's a zone there, things of that nature. But so like if you're looking like 138.200, this area right over here, like you can see, you have nice clean traffic all the way up. So we should be able to fly right to that level at least. The issue is when you have such a strong move with GJ on the way up, it always corrects. And Tuesday for the longest time has been a day where we've had a massive correction. So it's one of those things where I look at GJ to go, I want it to continue bullish, but we have a massive correction today. It'll take a lot for this daily candle to flip, but if the daily candle flips, that's your sort of sign to just take buys and close your eyes, because this entire candle will be a liquidity grab from this zone over here, essentially, right? So we're fighting to leave this zone at that second part where we're starting to move to that level at that point. So that's the only thing that I'm looking at from a long-term perspective.
That makes sense. We actually talked about it yesterday.
Yeah.
But fundamentally, we're still talking about the weak pound.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
And
the thing.
overall,
Fundamentally, there's not any fundamental that is gonna give you like this strength that is taking GBP for these rallies. Yesterday, I wasn't expecting this rally yesterday, to be honest.
I sort of was, just because of the weekly. The weekly candle was bullish from last week, so we were just continuing that weekly push from the previous one, and we still had a massive rejection at 133, right? So that's where I thought we were going, but the pullback now is very interesting, so that's where it gets a little confusing.
So if you take a buy from here, let's say you got 12 pips up to here, right? Which will be the minor resistance you're talking about to continue down.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of worth it if you think about it. 12 pips.
Don't do anything to GJ. Wait till the 1 hour candle closes first. Very nice. That's absolutely true. The 1 hour candle is still open at this point. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is 4 hour candle made a wick down, made a down wick to the bottom side, a range for the trade. Okay, 1 hour candle broke strong structure lows to the left, waiting for resistance to form, for price to continue down. Yes, pretty good. So you're looking for price to, like, you know, so we basically made a low right here. We're kind of like retracing to potentially come down. So we'll have to see and wait to see what happens. Gold is on a tear now here. think we're coming up towards 1918 here now. Fill that wick. Oh, what's this zone I have? This is on, oh, this is on the daily. Yeah, I think if daily is continuing up, we should tap into 1922 today. 1922,
Yes.
1924.
Yes, very easily. But just be careful, because right now on that time frame, like you said, you're coming into a zone. I'd rather see a support being made at 1917 and then push further up. But I think you're good either way. If you're taking this trade for a quick 10 pips, 5 pips, it should be easy.
Yeah,
and people that are already in it, yeah, just right there, should be easy.
Stop losses must be wide.
Super deep.
Yeah, because basically the last 5 minutes, I'm measuring the last 5 minutes was more than 20 pips, 22.
And the way that thing pulls back, it's incredible.
Yeah.
What's this? This is also potential zone to make resistance. That's true. See now, wherever the 30-minute candle closes bearish, I would say that's the resistance formed, and then we can continue moving down. So it's pretty easy right now. Right now, just kind of like waiting for GJ candle to close. Got 23 minutes left over here. So, it should be pretty simple here. Just wait for the candle to close, and then, decide what price is going to do, and then we can execute from that point. So I'm going to be waiting for this candle to close. It's going to be a long wait here today. It's going to be a long time waiting here. Waiting is the name of the game. I have stopped trading gold, got burned too many times. That is true. That is absolutely true. Gold is not easy. Gold is pretty hard. I think gold is hard because it moves a lot. When it moves a lot, you're prone to take more trades on it because it's moving a lot, When it consolidates on a 30-minute time frame, you jump down to the 5-minute time frame and you see, oh man, it's moving a lot. And that's where you get stuck. Yeah, gold gives you a lot of FOMO. That's true. Every move gold makes, you're like, oh, FOMO. Yeah. Like, look at the 5-minute. FOMO right over here. Again, another FOMO.
I want GJ to keep going up.
How up do you want it to go?
Oh, correct the whole entire move? Well, at least a 1-to-1. Because I got in on buys.
You tell me. I'll pull GJ up over there. You tell me where you want it to go.
Oh, man,
Just tell us.
At least, let me tell you.
Bro, that's 12 pips right here. Look, chilling. 12.
At least 136, 846. I'll be happy.
All right. 10. Go ahead, click the button.
6. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Click the button.
That's pretty good. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is GJ, 15-minute chart, 30-minute form support, 15-minute rejection of support over here. You took a buy at this point, had stops below the candle, secured partials at good 8 pips within minutes, BE, and letting it run. Obviously, trade came down, but I think it was a risky trade. The reason why I'm going to say it was a risky trade because it was in this big range over here, but I guess you made it work, so it's pretty good. Call it a day after that. We got another chart coming in here. Yeah, I'm just waiting. I haven't taken a single trade so far. No trade since yesterday. This is GJ 4-hour chart. Okay, breakout of strong resistance right over here. Pulled back to retest. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. If you look on the 4-hour here, we kind of like tapped into this rejection area. Now price is pulling up. I think for the daily candle to continue moving up, we need to close above 136,900. So price can continue to start going up, but that's in the future, right? We're looking at how price is acting currently. Currently, we had a support right over here. We had a resistance right over here. price broke up here yesterday, price broke down here today, you know, and then price made a low, it's coming up. If there's a resistance formed, I think we can continue down to retest this low, you know, but if we break above 136.900, then we're gonna correct, obviously we're gonna correct this move up. So we shall wait. We shall wait, Habibi. Is it necessary H4, H1 30 minutes should be in the same direction when entering a trade at 30 minutes? Yes, that is absolutely true. I mean, the best way to trade is to really wait for all time frames to close in your direction, right? To have all time frames in your direction. It works the best, you know, like at this point, if we look on, if we look at the price action right now, we look on the 30 minute, no, actually we look on the 4 hour time frame. 4 hour is bearish candle, okay. 1 hour is bullish, okay. 30 minute is coming up. So having a 30 minute candle closing bearish here, it would mean that there's a high probability that the 1 hour candle can go bearish as well. And then the 4 hour can continue moving down. So that's why it's very important to wait how price is going to act at this level. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is a Euro USD chart here, waiting for EU to break and close above resistance. We'll wait to see if price retests support. It's pretty good. You have a zone drawn over here, which makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense from here as well. You have clean candles here to the left hand side, so it's pretty good. Pretty good, mate. Ooh, your JPY basically came back in this range over here. There's no retest to continue down. Alright. There's another buy waiting for here on Euro USD. I think Euro USD and gold are moving kind of like the same direction over here, bullish. They're breaking above resistances to possibly create a support and then continue up. Hey, when you see a good trade but the stop loss is pretty big, would you not take the trade? I will not take the trade. I mean, if you look at this situation right over here, this is where my stop would have been too big. So if I would have entered right over here, having the stop below the 30-minute candle would have been like a 22 pip stop loss, right? Would have been pretty big. But the range here would have been pretty small. So that's the reason I didn't execute on this trade. I decided to sit out. Is it okay if I apply the same strategies like many people here on the live stream for 1 month? I took only 9 trades, 6 of them I won. I'm up 6%. I have difficulties to find more trades. See now, you're in a very good position. If you're having difficulties to finding more trades, that means you are not finding the things you should be looking for. Maybe the market is not forming in a way which you recognize. You know, that's the thing. Sometimes, you know, markets are going to form in a way which you're not sure, and when you're not sure, that's the point where you start over trading. You start taking, like, you know, dumbass trades when you're not sure. But I think if you're reaching a level of wisdom where you really want to wait to see if price is going to print what you want it to print, then, you know, perfectly normal. Like right now, if I look at this, I don't find any trade over here because I think I've reached a level of wisdom which tells me that, hey, Raja Banks, you have to wait for a candle to close in a way, you know, and then you execute. You know, and you execute.
Close the runner. Stops to break even. Come on, baby.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have to realize too is, you know, a lot of times we talk about things is we're planning more than we're executing. We're looking at ideas and we're saying, if this happens, then we wait for this. A lot of people don't want to plan. They just want to click buttons. And I think the more you plan, the more prepared you are in your mindset to take and execute trades. And if you can't find trades, that means that there's nothing according to your rules. There's nothing wrong with that. As you get more experience as a trader, you'll start to see things a little bit differently. You might take permutations of your original idea and it still might work out. The worst thing you can do is try and force something. I mean, we're looking at gold right now. We're like, gold has to form a support at 1917, right? It just can't break 1917. We need to have a support there. But now if gold rejects 1917, we can drop right back down to 1912. We can drop back down to 1907. It's understanding the plan. We have a game plan for if we go up, and we have a game plan if we go down. We don't have to have one bias. We don't have to stick to that one idea. But we look at overall the daily. The daily was a very strong bullish candle, so we err on the side of a bullish bias at this point. But if it doesn't meet that, then there's potentially no trade, and there's nothing wrong with that. You just come back the next day.
That's a pretty good call. 12 pips right there.
I just feel like, man, we break 136, 877. We're flying, dude.
Yeah, I mean, probably with New York Open, might get that push up. But if you look to the left, we have a lot of traffic around this area, so I don't feel too comfortable with buys right now unless we break above this. But like this little trade, that was 12 pips. Where we took it, done for the day. I actually had a sell from 200 from up here.
Yo, Daniel.
Huh?
Congrats on that 720, man. That shit is clean.
Thanks, brother.
Yes, sir.
Roger got mad at me. He wants me to buy a house.
You should, man. You should.
Yo, at the end of the day, you do what you want.
I mean, I don't know, man. I just love tight spaces, dude. Big houses, period, man. A lot of space. Just anything with more than 2 rooms, bro. By myself, I don't know, bro. I guess I'm not ready for that yet.
But bro, I used to live in a bungalow by the beach, 2 rooms, and I feel like I was living in a mansion. It was just me and my cat.
Mac was living the MLM lifestyle over there then.
Yeah. Remember the cat? My cat used to come in the streams, meow.
Oh yeah. Alright. Thoughts on this gold chart? Does it make sense? Let's take a look here. Does it make sense or does it make dollars? We're to make dollars, not cents. Let's take a look here. This is we got a whole lot of chart over here. We got gold 2-hour chart over here, major level at 1916, which is being respected right now. We have a resistance at this point. So yeah, I think the idea here was when we were looking at gold earlier, since it broke above this 1914 area, I think a support level would be much better for price to continue moving up. I mean, if we break above 1918, we're moving up towards 1922. If you look to the left-hand side here, yeah, 1922, 1923, there was an area of rejection right over here at this point. I learned something new about trading Mu here. Extend to the right. All right, GJ, wonderful, 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 GJ, good job. Just print like a bearish candle here, so like I can take a sell and then we can continue down towards 136.470. I think that's going to be a pretty good trade. But if you break above 136.900, then obviously the selling is going to be out of the question. Hey, I come here every day and sometimes I ask you and Wix Not Live for the things that I need to know. I made 3 months demo and documented everything. Oh, nice. You're doing good so far. I would appreciate your feedback about my EuroJPY London session trade. Is it something I could have done better? Let's take a look at this chart here. Sells around 8.
Hashtag pray for the runners.
I think this is a good trade. You entered here, entered below the low over here, entered sell once the bearish candle broke the low. I think it was pretty good. 100% TP. There's nothing you could done better. You know.
I like the documentation, like writing on the arrows. That's quite cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like, it's quite clear. That's quite nice.
Yeah, I like when charts are sent like this. You know, I like when the individual arrows are pointed out and the labeling is done based on the arrows. Like, it makes it much more easier to read. You know, it tells me that the person really understands what they were looking at. Okay, so we got that 10 minutes left over here for the candle to close. 15-minute candle is rejecting at the moment. 5-minute candles are printing bearish. Okay.
It's looking cushy.
Yeah, Kerwin, I'd say it's looking good once it's rejecting that area.
Be easy because the hourly candle is about to close.
Yep. If the 15-minute GJ candle closed, but see, what I'm thinking is that if this 15, I don't know, I don't want to talk about the 15-minute right now since we're closing the 30-minute. I'm just going to focus on the 30-minute. If this 30-minute closes, whichever way it closes, and if the next one breaks the low, I think then I'm going to maybe looking into an impulse entry for price to continue bearish. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how this candle closes. Hey, would you consider a buy if 30-minute candle closes above 136,690? I think a buy would be above 136,900. How does Raja deal with the mob of idiots who lazy lackluster fools? And lazy lackluster fools. Oh man, that's a good diss I can use now. Let me write that down. Lazy lackluster fools. Yeah, that's a pretty good. All right, let's focus on GJ here now. Okay. Look at the structure, so nice. Let's take a look at the Chinese indicator over here too. The Chinese indicator is saying pound is weak and yen is regular weak, not super weak, regular strong, I'd say. So I don't know, could range, could continue down. It's getting kind of fishy here. So you got 5 minutes left here for the candle to close. So I guess we'll have to wait to see what happens. We shall have to wait. Oh, someone sent me an email about their algo and how their algo has done 1200% in the last 2 weeks.
Huh?
Yeah, man. What do you mean, huh? It's 1200%. And they're looking for funding. Interesting.
Your algo was doing 1200% in 2 weeks. You don't need funding, bro.
Yeah, you don't need
You
funding.
need to go hide in a corner and make sure they don't kidnap you. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, those are some magical ideas over there. 1200% in 2 weeks. I mean,
he said, huh? Find me that guy's name.
What's this here?
Come on, baby, my runner's still running. Keep going.
Oh, it's still alive.
Yeah. I got an entry at 130, 136, 670. I closed 70%
nice.
once I was at 101.
What about an impulse entry as the 30-minute candle breaks the low of the current one? Yeah, that's something I'm looking at. That's something I'm looking at. The only thing is this area is important area right over here, 136,900. For Daniel's bias to work, candles need to respect the lows and break above 136,900.
I feel confident with that, at least that 1 hour candle closing bullish.
Yes.
I actually took this trade based off of, I know some people are gonna laugh, but I took it based off a Fibonacci level. I had an entry at the 5-minute, the 5-minute candle engulfed. And I just took an entry there.
Oh, right over here? Somewhere right
no,
over
the
here?
other one. The first one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, took an entry there.
Looks like the way it's coming up over here. And if it breaks 16900, we're gonna continue moving up into this range over here now. Just gotta wait.
Yeah, man.
Just gotta wait. Hey, I have gold sells at 1860. Oh. Open since 2 weeks while I was away and couldn't trade. Am I completely doomed? And should I close 5? Wow, man, 1860 is a long time away. 1860 is, yeah, someone said delete the app, so I think that's going to be a pretty good idea over there. 1860, yeah, I don't know, man. 1860 is, oh my god, way down over here. Yeah, I think you should close 5% of your position there and let the rest run. I don't know, man. I don't know how to answer that. I think that's a troll question.
5%, 1860.
That's the support, man. That's the support on the daily time frame.
Holy cow.
What lot is that? Like 0.01? Is that the Iron Man trading lot size?
God damn.
Got him.
We are in sell, so we will hold it.
The man's down to like 1300. He'll still buy. Like,
It's interesting to watch people how they abuse money, and they don't think anything of it because it's like it's a 0.05 lot or it's a 0.01 lot, and they're like, oh, I only lost $10, only lost $20. I always look at that and I don't understand how people have the entitlement to abuse money like that, to just, open up a small account and just trash it because, they're not making the gains that they should be, or, they took a loss here and it's like, okay, I'm just going to full margin my account. Like, I don't know, maybe people come from a world where money means a little bit less than the other person, but I just, a dollar is a dollar. And I think if you don't have respect for a dollar, you won't have it respect for $100 or $1,000 or even $10,000. And I think that's the biggest challenge that a lot of people have, is they don't have a respect for money. And when you see that, I'm actually just disappointed. I don't care about the losing trade. I care more about your thought process in terms of, why do you think you can just let money just evaporate like that? Like, or are you that rich that you don't care, or do you realize you don't care about money at all? It's just, I don't know. It's pretty insulting that you want to trade and you want to make money, because chances are people here want to make big money and they want to be successful, but then you don't have respect for a dollar. You don't have respect for, $5, and it's, I don't know. I think it's a mindset thing. If you can't respect a dollar, you're not going to make a dollar. And if you can't make a dollar, you're not making $100. And if you're not making $100, you're definitely not making 1,000 or 10,000. So you need to start right from your critical thinking skills and say to yourself, like, a dollar is a dollar. Like, that pays for stuff. It might not pay for a lot, but it still does something.
Oh,
pays for McChickens, that's for sure.
Okay, let's take a look here. Bearish close. Oh, someone's looking for a bearish close over here. GPJPY 30-minute candle closed. This is the NY open. 1 hour candle is bullish over here. 15-minute candle closed bearish. Bearish close on the 15-minute. 30-minute is still open. You know, a perfect scenario is going to be if this 30-minute candle closes bearish and the next one drops down to retest the low. That's going to be something I want to see every day. You know, every day. If I see that every day, I'm taking that trade every day, and there's a high probability to winning. You know, now we're waiting.
I like gold right now, but I don't. Gold is giving us that that little enticement of, hey, look, I wicked down and I'm gonna go back up. Come on in.
Yeah. It will fly. At least it can give us like 30 pips to 1920. Problem is, if this hour just open it, you know, we may pull back at least.
That's what I'm
20
saying. Yeah, like I'm waiting, and it's enticing me. Like even on the 5-minute, we had support created at 1917, and I'm looking at that going, okay, we could take off here to 1919, 1920 right now. I think I might miss this move altogether because I don't trust it because we're too early.
No, don't say that.
Yeah,
Oh, this is what gold does,
I
man.
knew it was gonna move. I knew it was gonna move. I was about to pull the trigger.
I risk it for the biscuit.
No, I'm not touching it. I think they might just pull back a bit before it goes back up.
1920.
Oh, that's what she said. Oh,
Another wick-in. Step in, step out. You like how, you know, when
See, look, it now pulled all the way back to like 1917 again.
Shut up, man. No.
You know when the pool water is cold and you like touch it with your feet? It's like going like that.
No, because
Yeah, we're getting baited into it, man. I want to see another 15-minute candle. If we're gonna go to 1922, if we're gonna go to 1930s day, I don't have to worry right now. I just don't trust this candle.
I don't know, man, but look at the previous 1 hour candle. It's so beautiful,
Yeah.
even though we're hitting that resistance. But if we cleared 1970, man, it's done so.
Oh no, 100%. I just, like I said, that initial 15-minute up is a little scary, but I think you might be right. I mean, if you're gonna take a trade right now, you're gonna enter it around 1918. Your stop has to be around 1915, so you're gonna have a 30 pip stop. So you're gonna be going up to 1920, 1921. I just, like I said, I don't trust it. I need another candle.
I have a feeling Mac is about to overtrade his life away today on gold. On the 5-minute time frame.
It's already in.
Yeah, hi, that was a quick 60 pips, 1.10, so I'm closed.
Oh, take a look at this. Came up, clean traffic, took a sell. This is exactly what I want to see on GJ. What's happening on UJ over here?
Come on, GJ.
Daniel's buys are hitting the great China wall at 136,900 here.
Super happy.
Needs to break this.
Those buys are gonna get slammed.
Yeah,
Trust.
bro. I'm not looking for those buys at all.
See, here's the thing. If this high breaks on the 15-minute, then there's a probability we're going to continue moving up.
There's a reason I haven't slept, and let me tell you.
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you, bro. I need that runner to do what it's got to do.
Let me tell you.
Simple.
You should make a shirt. Let me tell you.
Let me tell you.
If this 15-minute candle breaks the low, if this 15-minute candle broke the low of the previous one, are you going to enter in a trade? Probably, yeah, I'm going to wait. I'm gonna wait because this is the first 5 minutes of this 1 hour candle. Also, the NY opens, so I have to be very careful at this point. I would want to take it as it breaks the low, but at the same time, I want to be cautious a little bit because if I take a trade here, if it breaks the low, my stop is going to be 14, 15 pips. Not too bad. Not too bad. Don't you care about the 136,680 support on GJ? No, because on 30 minute we have like clean candles moving up and kind of like then start moving down. I want to see that McDonald's arch form.
There's 3.4 thousand people on the stream today.
And are we getting 1,000 likes? Because you know I get massive OCD if I don't get 1,000 likes.
Probably not right now. We're gonna wait for that later on.
All right.
Yeah. I don't like auctions, you know.
No, I know what you mean.
All right, 15 minutes coming down over here.
Right, this is perfect right now.
Are we gonna break this low and continue down, or is this just gonna be?
It should break.
We broke the low over here.
We broke.
Size over here at this point. Yeah, small lot size
Just for
would work.
fun. Just give it a try.
Yeah, it's pretty
He
good.
said just for fun.
Yeah, because if we've broken the low, now price should continue down towards at least 136,580, like this area right over here, 570, 580. I think it could be a good target. Just needs to stay below over here. Then we can continue down.
Gold is looking pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did exactly what I hate when it does that. It baits you and it's like, hey, come above here, and then it does this thing, and then it goes,
Slam you.
it does that all the time. That's why it's like, don't touch it. It baits us.
Gold's like, come here, little trader. Come here, little
come
trader.
here.
And then
Come-
boom.
Take him with a Michael Jackson voice. Come here, little trader. Gotcha.
It literally did that Herbert the Pervert thing. Hey there, little trader.
Hey, little trader. Come
What? Oh my god.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
I've got 10 pips for you. I've got some 10 pips for you.
Here, come
Yo,
get your 10
chill.
pips. Come here, Mike. Come here, Mike. Mike is the first one getting the van. Like, where's the candy?
Hey there, Karen.
Hey,
Hey, go to 2022.
All right, I'm out.
Before Daniel's name comes in, Daniel's like, all right, I'm gonna.
Hey, Daniel, here you want to buy GJ.
Hey, Daniel, I got a new McLaren in here.
Near McLaren.
Mac is too extra sometimes, man.
God damn.
I'm gonna need you guys to do me a favor. Never say my name again in that voice. Thank you.
All right.
Come on, baby.
All right. This is it.
Yeah, I have a small position running on GJ here. I have a sell running on GJ at this point, aiming for somewhere at 136,560 down over here. Yeah, I have a small position running on GJ.
Trust.
Trust.
You'll get 136.62 before this 15-minute candle close, in order for me to have this buy.
Yeah.
Draw down right now.
Here's the thing. If this 15-minute candle closes somewhere above 136,800, then I'm gonna get out of my trade at that point. Because I want it to stay bearish. I want this 15-minute candle to stay bearish. Because if it stays bearish, then there's a high probability that 30-minute candle will stay bearish. And if that stays bearish, then there's a high probability we're going to continue down to 136.560.
Even if we keep respecting the low of that previous 30-minute candle.
Yeah, then we can go up.
Hey, little runner. Just keep going up.
Raja, when you put a plan for a trade, is it 50-50 percentage to win it? Yes. It's a 50-50 percentage to win it. I would say based on this setup, I mean, if this was the 30-minute time frame, I would say there's a very high probability that this trade is going to work out. But since this is a 15-minute time frame, number one, I've used a lower lot size at this because it's a 15-minute time frame, and if it's a 15-minute time frame, that means the confirmations are weaker, you know. So one confirmation I'm getting is this 15-minute candle closing bearish, and then we're breaking the low over here. So remember, these are weak confirmations, right? Ideally, would want a 30-minute candle to close bearish at this point. So gonna stay in this, and if the 15-minute candle closes, let's say around 136.800, I'm gonna get out of my trade.
I think it should be continuing down.
Yeah, I think so too. We just got 3 more minutes left for this to close. The Elliott wave dictates that it's GJ going to pick back up again, and test the 136.900. Oh, okay, before going down to retest. Oh, okay. Elliott wave is saying we're going to retest 136.900. All right. I'm going to bring my stops above the 15-minute candle here, because if it breaks this high at this point, then the 30 minutes is going to continue moving bullish. And if that happens, then there's no reason for Raja Banks to stay in a losing trade, right? Because if you can identify a trade is not going to work for you, if you can identify that from the get-go, then then it's good to just exit the trade. There's no reason to stay in the trade.
Gold dropped 30 pips.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was that. I hate to say it, but it's that 15-minute candle. I've seen it happen too much where it just drops.
It's crazy, bro.
That's why I said just wait. Like if it's gonna go up, we got like all this time in this area here. If not, just let it do its thing, because I knew that stupid candle wasn't the truth.
Yo, and you called it too.
I told Kerwin,
Yeah.
Kerwin, get out.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't the truth. It was just moving too erratically. Because when gold trends, gold just tends to just like move in a nice. It moves fast, but it doesn't. It's not erratic. Like it doesn't go like this. It just sort of goes like on its way up. And when it was doing that erratic stuff over here, I was like, don't like it.
Yeah, that was a nasty rejection from up there. Got out of my GJ here as well. Closed out GJ. Just gonna wait for this 30-minute to close, and then if this 30-minute candle closes bearish for me, then I'm gonna re-enter. Other than that, I'm just gonna call it a day because I just don't see things the way I want to see them. Okay, let's take a look at this. This is NASDAQ 100. NASDAQ 100, break above resistance to take a buy at this point. Target 11570. Yeah, it looks good. I think you have another roadblock right over here. On the 30-minute time frame, you have a roadblock right over here. So it will have to go beyond this area to continue going bullish.
And everybody looking at US 30, there's so much optimism in the market. You can expect 28,500. That might be a nice target with US 30. But at this point, it's bullish. I don't think anyone should be selling US 30 at this point. As soon as Trump came out of his little coronavirus charade, the markets are going to keep pumping. So expect US 30 to fly a bit.
I think it's a big play here from his part.
100%.
This is a big play. Like, you know, the president gets the virus, comes back, it's like revived, you know?
Yeah.
Revived. Don't be scared of the virus. It's all going to be okay.
Yep. He basically turned around and said to everybody, "I'm going to use the media against them." He's like, "No one's listening to me, so I'm going to turn around and talk about the virus, and it's going to be a headline." That's the funny part about the media. They hate him so much, but then if they were really concerned about the general public, they wouldn't keep reporting what he was saying, because everything he's saying is, "Hey, don't worry about it. Stay strong. Do your thing." So it sort of backfired on them because they had to report the story because every other media outlet was reporting the story.
Also, I think it creates a great narrative for the election. If you see, I came back, I was in, the claws of death and it nearly got me. I came back, now I'm going to fight, the Chinese, and I fight the Europeans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
It's a really good, when, I do a lot of political stuff, and you have to create a narrative.
Yep.
To win, and it have to be something that people can understand.
Yeah, they have to resonate with it.
Absolutely. And then Boris kind of did it in the last election where he was like, "I don't care, I'm going to be the guy that's going to fight, and get people, take control of the country back and all this business." And that resonated,
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing here, he's going to be like, "I'm the fighter, I don't care what's going to happen, that, they tried my health, I'm even stronger now." So it's, there's that sort of play there.
Yeah, to be honest, I think this script is kind of like the kind of script that Vince McMahon would write for WWE.
Yeah, I'm literally thinking he spoke to Vince McMahon and the writers over at WWE and was like, "I need a narrative to resonate with the people.
What's a good story for me to come back?" And they're like, "All right, give us 5 minutes."
Yeah.
The return of Trump from the virus,
Yeah, like literally. I mean, he's good friends with Vince McMahon as well. I mean, he was in WWE for a bit back about 10 years ago. He was in WrestleMania and stuff like that. So
I saw that.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
Vince McMahon's wife also held a cabinet position as well before she resigned.
Yeah, Linda McMahon. Like I said, as soon as he said he had COVID, I was sitting in my living room and I was just screaming at the TV, saying, "No, no, you don't have it. You don't have it. It's impossible." I mean, I made off DGI. I made off that. That was huge, but I mean, still, it didn't make sense.
Hey, Donald, don't do this. Don't do this.
Well, I mean, when you think about it logically, right? And it's what I posted the other day. Like the NBA had that huge bubble where you couldn't have anyone come in, you couldn't have anyone leave, and the players were safe. You're telling me that the leader of the free world just allows people just to hang out with him and that are tested positive for COVID? Like, come on.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's the only thing that I said. If you think about that comparison, there's no way he has it. It's impossible. It's impossible for him to have it because especially during election season, he has to be on total lockdown. His health is like the most important thing right now to go campaign, to be in these debates. They wouldn't risk anything for that biscuit.
Maybe it's a dramatic way of calling in sick. I don't think he wants to call in sick for the debates at all.
No, I don't think so. He loves that stuff.
Yeah, I think this was the script. This is part of the script.
Do you think he might just want to prolong the elections for a bit?
For a bit. I think he wants to get them done ASAP.
Yeah, I think what he's doing now is he basically, what he's done with this is the narrative now is, hey, you can go out and vote and you'll be okay.
Right.
Because he's not appealing to the smart people. He's appealing to the people that are fearful, that aren't smart. Because the people that aren't smart are like, you know, the undecided, or the people that don't really understand politics, all that stuff. So they're scared of the virus because they only listen to the media. So what Trump's done is Trump has taken over the media again, because he was on every media station. He was on CNN, Fox, everywhere, saying, hey, I feel great. Just go out and do your thing. So now all those undecided voters, all those people that are scared because the media feeds them information, have all just gotten the narrative saying, okay, it's not that bad. Like, he recovered from it.
Oh, there goes US 30 over there.
Yeah. Yeah, US 30 will continue to move based on the optimism of the market. It's going to continue. I think our first stop is probably around, I would say 335, and then eventually to 500. 335. Yeah. I also like the fact that Kim Jong-un sent his well wishes to Trump.
Oh, well, there are some ties over there, 100%.
Oh, that was good. He was the first person to send his well wishes. I was like, oh, this is you can't make this shit up anymore.
But you know one thing about King Jong-un, right? My man has the freshest trims.
For real.
You know, it's always fresh.
Yo, that man's hair doesn't grow, bro. It just stays the same forever.
Yeah.
Trump is wrong. Trump ordered. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna say that. Well, I guess GG is gonna continue through 136,900 over here.
I think though the fib actually won today.
Well, I think with GJ, if you're looking at GJ, to be honest, your entry was around 135, 135, 136, 500, 135, 900. Those were your entry points for GJ. I think now looking anything above 137, 200, you'll have a nice clean move to 138. So if you are looking at GJ as a buy and you don't want to risk sort of what Daniel's doing a little bit more of a savage move, as he calls himself, to go up. But if you are looking to catch that move, I think anywhere from 137, 250 all the way to 138, I think is going to be a nice move up. If you look at your higher time frames, you've got clean traffic all the way through. So don't be worried if you miss today's move. This could be just creating a zone where the next daily candle pulls out of that zone. But I think if you're in it, you might be in it to win it, and there's a good possibility that you could hold. Because earlier, like I was saying, we had a little bit of bullish movement, but the weekly candle pulled back a bit. But you might find that this continues to move. But I'll look for buys above 137, 200. That's where I'll look for buys, and then go from 137, 200 to 138. So if you are planning that and you're looking for some sort of trade, I think anything above 137, 200, I think you're in a good shape. Raji's even got to put up there like 137.50, with 137.050 to 137 like 450. You got like a clean move up because there's the range there. So.
Oh wow, man! Gold is playing some games over here with everybody. Rip down 47, 50 pips. Rip back up 47 pips. All right, let's take a look at this
Mac,
chart.
please stay away.
Enter the buy at the start of this candle. Okay, looking good, looking good. Close entire position. This candle moved bullish. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Right now, we're at this crucial level on GJ. This is a very crucial level here on GJ right now. Let's take a look at this chart here. Previous 1 hour candle closed above over here. It might be heading up to break up over there. 1 hour candle's closing up above this range. See, this is the thing. On the 30-minute, we have this minor support, minor resistance forming. And then on a 1 hour time frame, 1 hour seems like it's closing above this support. So it's a very difficult time at this point. Because if we're breaking above support, we need to see some sort of a support forming in this area for price to continue moving up. But based on the 30-minute time frame, yeah, it's getting kind of like difficult over here. Maybe we try to look at it from a higher time frame perspective. Let's see how this closes. Yeah, for some reason I don't see things clearly today. I don't know. I don't see things clearly today.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
Like,
Yo, chill.
Yeah, the issue was, I mean, yesterday we had that huge run up and today we're having that pullback again. Seems like to allow people back in to get that run up again. But I mean, for me, I don't see anything either. I can't take a position yet. I know where I want to take my position, so I'll just wait for that. I'm okay with it.
All right, is gold a buy after the 15-minute candle closed bullish? Well. I think above 1918 would be pretty good, but it's just, I don't trust gold. I don't trade gold anymore. And the reason why is in front of us right over here. This is the reason why I've stopped trading gold or looking at gold at this point.
Hey, me too.
Right? I mean, chill, gold.
Like, where would your stop loss be if you want to buy that? Like, I don't understand. 1160?
Yeah, 1160.
Like, where would your stop loss be, bro?
2 years ago.
Yo, chill.
Wickfill on GG on the 4 hour. Yeah, it's about to close in 30 minutes. The 4 hour candle. Okay. Since I don't see things clearly, and since a lot of people go through that phase, let's just do full analysis here, fresh analysis, okay, fresh chart. So we had a support forming on the 4 hour time frame right over here. We also had a support down over here on the 4 hour, around 136. What the hell's happening here? Okay, yeah, down over here. Now we go down to the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour, what we see is that there was a support here on the 1 hour yesterday where price moved up. So I think this is a very important area here, 136,770. And if we are forming support, and if price broke down, and instead of doing a retest, it's closing back above support, I think there's a higher probability for price to continue going up. Now my analysis is siding with Mr. Savage over here. Going down to 30-minute time frame. Yeah, I think buys would work. If we see some sort of a support forming here, we can continue moving up, but I'm not that confident.
The reason why is because the daily candle is still bearish.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't trust it. If we're gonna move up, you're playing with fire in terms of the push up. I just like I said, I would rather wait to see the candle going in my direction than try and fight this way. There's going to be opportunity with GJ. It's good. It's going to show itself. Even if tomorrow, if the daily candle then goes bearish again, you have an opportunity to ride it down. I just don't like the idea that we have bullish movement and then suddenly we go bearish and suddenly we're to react to that. And then, you know, what if it goes bullish again tomorrow or goes, you know, like let the daily candle give a little bit more direction. You know, because like even gold now is moving back up to 1918. It just wicked right down, but that's way too hard to trade. There was no way you could have gotten an entry unless you were looking at the 30-minute time frame and you're like, hey, if we bounce off this 30-minute support at 1917, then we'll take it.
Okay. Hey, as a family man, how do you manage your emotions and be able to be here every day in top form? I mean, it's not you always having a good time, right? Well, this is my work time. My work time is like from 6:30 till 9 a.m. and I need to be in top form. I need to be in top form. If I'm not in top form, I can't perform. You know, so it's the same thing with work. Like, you know, when you have a job, if you're not in top form, what do? You call in sick. And basically, if you're in top form, you don't call in sick. So, you know, I mean, family has nothing to do with the work you do, to be honest.
Those lights you put outside made a really big difference.
Oh, that's not even done yet. We have
it's real nice,
bro. We have 8 more lights to go, and after that's done, my house is gonna look like a Christmas tree in my whole block.
Are you gonna do a competition like the Halloween? You know how they dressed up the houses and stuff.
I'm not much of a Halloween guy. Probably gonna put a Halloween flag outside or something.
A flag, a pirate flag.
Yeah, like you know those banners you get, like Happy Halloween with lights on it, stuff like that. I think the kids in the neighborhood are gonna like it.
Yeah, just get a big bucket of M&M and jawbreakers.
Yeah.
And a white van parked out. Come here, Daniel.
Oh gosh.
I don't know.
This is worse than yesterday, I think. Yesterday we waited, what, 3 hours?
What move did you guys catch yesterday?
We caught buys right around this area here. Can you go to the yesterday's thing?
Yeah, it was a buy. It was a buy for you guys.
It was a buy.
Right here.
Right above here. After all of this consolidation. So right above here. And we closed like around here. And then through New York, London close, it just kept going up. 3 hours.
Someone is saying GJ will melt. Someone is saying GJ is going to have a rocket. Someone is saying please Raka Euro USD watch out. Do people really read what they type before sending it? I mean, some sentences make no sense at all. I mean, I read sentences on the Gulag chat over here, and sometimes I'm just like, man, are you even reading what you're writing? Or are you just typing with your eyes closed and hitting enter? When is dollar currency getting stronger? Seeing it weaken day by day now. The dollar currency is gonna move, I think, after Christmas time, when the elections are over, when we start in the new year, and yeah, I'm not sure why I'm not sure when it's gonna start moving up. No idea. Is a wick break of a candle going in the opposite direction still good entry or more risky? I think with the wick going in the opposite direction, I think you need to send that specific chart so that we can really see what's going on over there.
Wow, look at gold.
So quiet today after that big move down.
Is that really because that guy's fat or no? That was just a joke.
No.
That's a joke.
No, he did sense something though. Something did really happen though. You know, like I saw this. It's like he's gaining with like UK. Okay, here's what it said. UK PM Johnson says the reason I suffered from the virus is because I had underlying condition. I was too fat. UK PM Johnson says is nonsense. COVID has robbed my mojo. Oh no, this is I think that's just trolling over there now. All right, so if I'm looking at a chart, I'm looking at can I take a buy? And I'm looking at this trade right over here. I can't take a buy at this point because 15 minutes kind of like ranging over here. And if I take a look at this and say, okay, can I take a sell? And looking on the 15 minute, I can't take a sell because we're still above this area 136.70. And if I look on the 30 minute, can I take a sell? I can't, because the 30 minute candle still has 22 minutes left for it to close. So can't do none of that.
Facts.
But what I was looking on the 4 hour, so this 4 hour reminds me of a news candle. You know, like how news comes down, wicks up, and then continues down slowly. This is what it looks like to me. Like price went down with that announcement, retraced up. So if it's going to close, will it close coming down? But if it does close coming down, that means the 15 minute has to break this minor support and start coming down.
Anyways, guys, I am done for the day. See you guys tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Sure, guys.
Bye, Danny. Tamin. Yes, definitely a non-trade area right here. Right here, boy.
Yeah, so far I've only taken one trade. It was a 4 pip loss right over here as price was. I was anticipating it to come down, but it went up. Just one trade, one loss so far today.
I mean, it was looking good for that sell, to be honest.
Yeah.
Since it made that lower high, it was kind of continue for the lower low, but.
Rakeel.
Hey.
Yeah, you've got the 4 hour closing, which is bearish, and if this 1 hour closes bearish, then you might get what you want with the wick fill of the 4.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
That's what I'm looking at here now. Maybe trying to give my selling bias a second chance over here. Because if this 15 minute closes below these candles here to the left hand side, then it has a higher probability to continue bearish. So far,
Yeah, those lower time frames are just noise.
Yeah, exactly. So far, I've taken 3 trades this week. 1 win, 2 losses. Not bad, not bad. 3 trades. Oh, what's this? GJ 1 minute chart. Bullish momentum slowing down significantly on a 15 minute plus its consolidation. Let's look at the 30 minute coming down. I think when the 30 minute candle closes bearish, we'll have a much better opportunity for price to continue down. But if we start rejecting this and start ranging, then it's going to get pretty difficult at this point. This may be a no trade day here for me then. I mean, except for that tiny loss over there. Let's see.
Looking good.
Yeah, looking good, man. This candle's about to close in 4 minutes. What if the next 15-minute candle starts coming down? 16, 17. We're breaking below the low of the previous 15-minute candle as well. Almost. Just needs to close here. I got a feeling the next 15-minute can drop down.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Maybe this one can drop down too. It's too risky. Do we want to take that risk or not? Or do we want to wait? 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. I think a stop is going to be right over here. 12 pips, not bad. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Right here?
Impulse.
I'm waiting for it. 136.70. Just below that, because once we break that small area, the 70, the 72, it's done. So.
Right.
All right, Kervin. Perfect.
I mean, it's breaking. It's
Give
breaking
it a
the
chance.
low.
I'm gonna give
It's
it.
breaking the low of 30 minutes.
It's breaking the
50
low
minutes.
already here.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a chance.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
30-minute low has broken. Yeah, we should continue bearish.
Yeah, that's
Basically-
nice strong close as well.
Basically, that's what I was expecting. If not the 7:30 going to 8 a.m. from the 8:30 going to 9 a.m. because this 4-hour candle should be a nice bearish candle.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
136.
just a little bit early with it.
136.560 is a really good target at this point.
Amen. Okay, GG, come on, babe.
All right.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm
me a
out of
wick.
B right now. Boom.
Okay, come on, GG. I know you can do it.
Come on,
Let's go.
GG.
It's gonna continue falling down. and-
Need some love, GG.
Let's go. All right.
Yeah, it's gonna continue falling. Got 10 more pips left. Almost like 11, 12 pips more left here for the drop.
Drop top.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There
Nice.
we go. There we go.
Come
Yeah,
on,
you
Poppy.
can do it, baby. Don't be shy. Give me some more. Give me that 600 level, babe. Please. Come on. I know you can do it. There you got it.
Almost.
Yeah, it's gonna get there.
Alright.
Just a little bit
632.
more.
Yes.
You're good, Kervin.
But yeah,
There
Kervin's
we
pretty
go.
good.
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
If you're the same with a woman, you're
Happy
dangerous.
Thanksgiving, everybody. That's an early Christmas.
Yeah,
Brought
this
to
candle's
you
about
by
to
Wix
close here
Online
too.
And the gang.
Next 15 minute is dropping 100%.
Oh, done so,
man.
man.
Undone.
Trust.
Yeah.
This
4-hour
4-hour.
wick fill.
Done. Closed.
So you
Gonna
you
go on
definitely-
this 50 minutes.
Let me get those
you
horns.
definitely could hold.
Come on.
Ooh.
Get those horns. Ba, 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 ba,
Get the
ba.
horns ready, bro. Come on.
And your runner should be alright if you get the 4-hour wick fill.
At this point,
Yep.
everybody should get ready to close this trade.
Yeah,
And
I
let
got
some
like
runners.
almost 10 pips at this point. 10,
Yes.
12, 10, 12 pips.
Sheesh.
I've
Beautiful.
got 10.
I feel it coming.
Yeah, just close full position at 10 pips.
Beautiful.
It's close too.
Nicely done.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Still
I'm
got
holding till 440 because that's how I roll.
Okay, mate.
Yeah, you guys don't think that it could just go lower or what?
Yeah, it can go lower,
Yeah.
but you don't want to have this pullback hitting your stop
Yeah.
loss.
yes.
Especially before 9. Like I don't want it to consolidate more.
I mean, it should hit your stops at break even, but shouldn't get you in drawdown.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the auto B. So clutch.
This should be a liquidity wick forming over here to continue the drive down. Ooh, about to get stopped at break even at this point. I have an entry at 136.727.
Ted, are you watching US 30? Oh, Ted fall asleep.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We waited, we got paid.
What's this? I think GJ is going to continue down. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I mean, this is just a liquidity grab for this candle to continue bearish down to 136.560. If it comes up towards 136.727, I'm just going to get stopped out at break even. I had 2 positions open at that point.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice. Oh, there we go. Had 2 trades. One was a loss. Waited for a second confirmation for sells and got a win. Got a win. Now got another position running at break even. So, you know, I mean, if it continues up, stops me out at break even. But if it continues down, that's going to be a bonus trade.
Bonus.
And if you look on your 30-minute rakeel, sorry to cut you off, it's doing a high highs, lower lows, lower highs. Yeah, if you pull that screen out a little bit, like nice bit of structure.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, if it continues, I think a target is going to be like 136.300 down over here.
Yeah, my target is 136.250. Was my target. I closed my positions, so just letting you know.
Man, this day was filled with patience.
Yeah, man.
I mean, if you didn't have patience, you got stuck in overtrading, you got stuck in range. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Stress-free trading, losing every day. Yes. Just kidding.
It's okay. It's okay.
Like, trust me, like this week so far hasn't been, you know, as good as last week. Last week was pretty amazing. This week, missed the move yesterday. Today also is like, you know, not that concrete. I mean, if this comes down, then that's perfect. Otherwise, you know, it's just going to be a dud. Someone made $22. That's amazing. Amazing. $22.
Good morning, my love. How are you? Good.
Let's take a look here. This is major support, target for buys, target for sells. Consider the 4-hour close above 136. You can look for buys, otherwise sells would make sense. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. What's this question? Would you take a second trade after this 30-minute candle closes after making an impulse trade, which was a win? Nope. Nope. I have one position running, stops at break even, and I'm not taking any more trades. If you can see right here, I've taken 2 trades, 2 trade ideas. One, so I'm not looking to take a third trade idea. No third trade, just another trade, and then that's it. All right, we're getting that rejection now. We should continue down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here comes the second batch of selling pressure.
Here comes.
Here comes
To
goodbye.
papi.
Here comes the money.
Feel the wick.
Here comes
The money. I realized that waiting for candles to print the way I expect them to and executing only like that is better for me. If I'm mentally prepared for candles to print a certain way, dealing with drawdown is easier. Yes, that is absolutely true. And that's what we focus on every day, right? I mean, since I've been here on the stream, I've just been waiting for candles to print the way I want them to print, and then I've been basically executing on ideas. You know, if the candles don't print the way you want them to print, then you're just like guessing, you're like kind of like half anticipating price to move a certain way and it's not moving a certain way. It's getting frustrating, you know, so it's really important to just wait. Like whenever I see that the 30-minute candles aren't forming the way I want them to form and I see the time and there's like, let's say 15 minutes left, I'm like, okay, awesome. Now I have 15 minutes to chill, you know, 15 minutes to answer questions, talk to people, you know, like.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. Bye.
Oh,
Be safe.
Alright. Take care, Macaronian.
Take care, Macaronian.
Okay, Macedonian, take care.
Bye-bye.
Be good, hijo de la madre.
What would be good now,
No.
Rakeel, if that 1 hour pushes down and then
Yes.
retraces a bit and then leaves a bit of a wick for the next hour to fill as well.
Mate, it's coming here right now. As this 4 hour comes to close, we're getting that push down right now. Let's take a look here. Yeah, we're coming down. It's going to drop down. If it's-
Downtown.
As long as it stays below 136,670, this candle should fill this low here at this area here. Hey, I didn't take this trade on GJ, but took a sell on GA. 16 pip in profit. Just want to say thank you for all the wisdom and knowledge. Oh, no, nice. I don't think we provide any wisdom or knowledge. I think it's just regular talking.
And it's good because basically GA is making the path for later on sales, you know. Maybe today we'll still have a lot of time to continue selling GG. The only way you're gonna need to sell GG is expecting some sort of support resistance, like pullbacks, creating this shape on the 5 and 15 minute and continue selling, you know, because basically this 4 hour candle did the thing. So that's your low for the day. So as long price continue respecting resistance based on 15 minutes, like it did right here and in this area, it's okay, you know. Sorry, that was not all right. So basically, once you get the resistance form based on the 15 minute, it's continue selling. Fundamentally, there's nothing, to be honest, that is telling me GVP for buys. Like I said yesterday, I was expecting this rally because I know UK is going to another lockdown and all the stuff. So basically, if you're closing business, there's no way GVP can gain some sort of strength. So from the fundamental standpoint, I'm not in this thinking of looking for buys on GG, and that heavy break that we had earlier this morning from the support around 136,900. That was a nice break.
Yeah.
So, you know, and we created resistance. I mean, you can ask for more. This was an easy setup right here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right, we got 5 minutes left for this 4 hour candle close. 1 hour candle close, 30-minute candle close. Are we gonna tap into 136,550 or not? I still think we should come down here. Oh yeah,
we should.
Oh yeah, for sure. Either my runner is going to get closed at break even, or it's going to take profit at 136,560. Ooh, look at this. 1 win, 1 loss. EA close below minor support. close 1 hour. Oh, close 80%. Beautiful. Very nice. Securing profits all the time. Can you please analyze gold? Yes, gold is stuck. That's what gold is doing. You see, when candles are printing side by side, this basically means price is ranging. You know, when price is ranging, you just wait for price to break either way, and then we go from there. Trying out a new broker. My spread is 3.5 pips. Is that too high? I think that's pretty high. I think a spread should be at least, I think at most 2 pips. If your spread is more than 2 pips, I think you're paying too much to trade. That's what spread is basically, like the cost for you to trade. Yeah. Like on Trader's Domain, spread is down. GG is like 1.4, 1.3. You know. All right. Looks like we're about to break the low here on the 15-minute time frame. Oh, pulled back up.
Just set it and it boom went up.
Yeah. Went.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, we had that long week on the 4 hours, so we may have a small pullback to where 136,700. So, but other than that, yeah, man, it's gonna be nice sells for GJ today. I'll be looking for some sort of resistance form on based on the 15 minutes later on. Maybe London close is gonna be a nice way to take sells.
Yeah, it should be a nice bless. You know, for some reason this week, haven't been feeling confident. I haven't been, like, I'm using like 2 lots, 2.69. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. Just being very cautious this week.
Your bullish trend is just having like a small pullback. That's probably it.
Yeah, probably I'm also looking for like bigger moves. So I'm using smaller lot sizes to catch bigger moves to really try to rinse advantage effects before they leave Canada. I think that's what's happening.
You have a nice PG bank on Vantage, to be honest.
Yeah.
A $250,000, man.
Yeah, there's like a nice chunk sitting in Vantage FX.
Yeah.
Yeah, that took me a year to build. A year and a half. Almost like a year and a half to build, like 14, 15 months to build from like 15,000. I think the reason why they're kind of like ranging at this point is because maybe the Mars is in retrograde with Saturn, so the 5 minutes is ranging. They're just waiting for the retrograde to end so we can continue down.
Yeah. Trading based on planets and all this, you know, this thing must be hard though. Must be a joke, to be honest. Trading based on planets.
Let's look at the 5 minute. 5 minutes ranging, 15 minutes also ranging here. We got 30 seconds left.
Come on.
The 30-minute candle is also closing bearish. Will the next 30-minute candle do a quick wick down and move up? Will it do that? If it does that, I'm going to take profit. If it doesn't do that, then I'm just going to close half and leave the rest at break even.
Let me see the hourly candle. No. The hourly candle may do a small pullback.
Maybe it goes down and then do the pullback.
Yeah, it should be pretty good.
Yeah.
Which is better to have on trade account? Trade with commissions but low spread, or trade with no commissions but higher spread? I think for me, the thing is, like, when you trade with commissions and low spread, the only problem is that sometimes when you overtrade, man, your commissions add up. Your commissions add up when you overtrade. So that's something you have to be very careful about. Like a lot of times, people overtrade and they don't know why their losses are so big, even though they're closing the trades at break even. It's because your commissions are adding up because you're taking multiple trades at a time. Let's take a look at your JPY here. Ooh, your JPY went to the top of that range. And now it's ranging here. GJ 30-minute candle closed bearish. Technically, this should continue moving down. But at the same time, maybe it's respecting the support it formed here to the right-hand side. Left-hand side. Looking on the 4 hour, 4 hours also kind of like tapping into the support. The only problem is these 4 hour candles yesterday, they closed above 136,500, right? And this 4 hour candle, it also closed above 136,500, 550. So looking on the 1 hour candles, this previous 1 hour candle closed bearish, but also closed above the support over here. 30-minute candle closed bearish. It also closed above support, but there's room for it to continue down. Let's take a look on the 15-minute. 15-minute is making lower highs, but it hasn't made lower lows.
I think that 4 hour will push up to the previous 4 hour wick and then push down. It needs to create that top wick, and it will most probably touch around the area that the previous 4 hour wick's at, which is the 800 mark.
Yes. Why don't you trade over this hour? Because this is the time when I start to leave to do my my daily work. I try to get ready to have breakfast, go to the gym, get some work done. So already been in the stream for about 2.5 hours now. So if you're trading, I don't think you need to spend more than 3 hours on the charts if you're really trading.
Yeah, in order to have freedom, yeah.
Yeah, because see, guys, they'll be on the charts in the morning with us, and then they'll still be on the charts after the stream is done. And I keep telling them, hey, just close the charts, because the more you look at the charts, the more enticed you get in taking trades and making up assumptions where price should go, will go, and then you start getting confused at that point. My runner is right over here, 136,727, right here. If price comes up, it's going to be break even, but if it comes down, it's going to be another winning one. I spend a lot of time on the charts now, so I can spend less time on charts later. I'm studying more than trading at the moment. I think that's the wrong way to look at it. That's the wrong way to look at it, because look at it this way, right? Your foundations are built in the start. If you're a new trader, you're coming through the charts and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm going to spend 5 hours on the charts every day, or I'm going to spend 6 hours on the charts every day just because you want to grind. Man, that's not going to work at all. It's not going to work at all, because now you're building a foundation, and that foundation is being built on the aspect that, okay, you're going to be spending 5 hours on the charts. So when you get consistent, if you get consistent, you're still going to be spending 5 hours on the charts, 6 hours on the charts. If I knew what I know now back when I started, man, I look back and I look at the fact that, okay, I was spending actually 10 hours on the charts every day. I was trading Asian session, London session, New York session, all over the place. And my whole idea was that, no, you know what? I'm learning, I'm grinding. My wife would ask me, hey, why aren't you giving us time? Why are you on the charts all the day? I'm like, no, baby. I'm learning. I'm grinding at the point. But in reality, I was just losing, man. It wasn't working.
Yeah.
It wasn't working at all. And then I talked to my mentor, Ted is my mentor there, and I asked him, hey, man, Like, what's happening here? Like, I'm spending all this time on the charts. You know, I'm getting barely any sleep. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to succeed in this, and I'm losing. Like, what should I do? He's like, well, you're just being a fucking idiot. You know, because you're spending too much time on the charts. You know, and then obviously, like, you know what they say, that okay, do what successful people do. Basically, that's it, right? And I looked at him. I'm like, okay, this guy only spends like 2 hours on the charts, 3 hours on charts in the morning, trades gold, goes away, come back the next day, does the same thing, goes away. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me try that for 2 months. Just 2 months. I tried that for a month. I was at break even, tried that for the second month. Second month, you know, I started to see some progress. And that progress didn't come from profitability. That progress came only because, you know, now I had less stress. You know, because once you're only focused on charts for about like 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, there's no stress. You know, there's no stress for you to look at the charts because you're in a trade. Like, you're at the grocery store, you can focus on getting those perfect tomatoes instead of getting the perfect trade. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, look, GJ went up. Yes, we can see the chart. It's right here. We know GJ's going up. You know? This is what I'm saying. You know, like, people are they're so fixated where the price is. They're not fixated where their mindset is. You know, like, if your mindset is going in round and round circles and overtrading, man, I think we all need to understand like what our motives are. My motive with trading from day one has been to have independence of time. Like, to have time to spend with my son, spend with my family, to have time to do renovations on the house, to have time to do other things. You know, that's been my motive. You know, but I mean, if your motive is to spend 6 hours a day on the charts, you will never get time to like, you know, really enjoy it. You're never going to get that time. You know, so if it's been like more than 4 hours that you've been on the charts, just close the charts and call it a day. Just like, I'm going to just head off right now and enjoy the day outside. And, you know, it's a beautiful day today. Getting more lights on my house today. Every day is a good day to get more lights. So.
Awesome, off. Thank you kindly.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Stay safe, stay strong, team. Look after yourselves and each other.
Yeah.
Take care, man.
Thank you.
But I think that looking at the chart is how you're going to learn the behavior of the market or the pair you are learning, I guess. No, here's the thing. When you're looking at a currency pair, right, you have to understand. Ooh, Lucas is eating French fries over there. Nice, man. Share some. Oh, a toast. Yeah, keep it. I don't need the toast. French fries I like. So
yeah, man, I waited 4 hours for this trade. I deserve some food.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So basically, when you're looking at a currency pair, you need to understand every currency pair, it moves differently in every session. If you're only looking at GBJPY, you need to understand GBJPY is going to move differently in pre-New York, is going to move differently at London close, differently in the Asian session, differently in the London session. So if you're spending all that time trying to master one pair, it's of no use at all. Like, if you want to master, let's say, okay, here's the thing, right? Some people are, jack of all trades, but master of none. You know, it's a very famous saying. And the point they make is, like, if you're only focused on one pair, you need to focus on just one session. Just be a master of one session. You know, like, people come to me, they're like, hey, man, like, what do you think is going to happen in London session? I'm like, I have no idea. If you want to know what's going to happen in London session, maybe go talk to Monty, or maybe go talk to someone who trades the London session. I mean, if you have questions about the New York session, I mean, I can answer all questions about New York session because I consider myself being, I'd say I'm not the best, I'd say I'm average at New York session. You know, so like, New York session is the only session I focus on. I lost 3,000 today. Now we're going to enjoy the show. Oh, perfect, perfect. Do you remove all drawings from the day before? Yes. Yeah, man, it's not easy. You already make money. I get off the charts and I'm broke and have a sick family member to take care of. It's not so nice and dandy on my end. Well, maybe then trading isn't for you. You know, maybe if you're trying to trade to make money to clear off debts or pay some bills, maybe trading is not for you. Maybe what for you is to really go try to look for some other avenues to make money. You know, if you're coming to trading to pay off some debts or to help family members, it's not going to work because you're going to be trading under pressure. You know, you're going to be trading under pressure. If your bills are due, let's say in 15 days, and you're counting on trading to make you money in 15 days, it's not going to work. What if you don't find trades for the next 4 days? You know, what if market ranges for the next 4 days? Then what are you going to do? Overtrade, lose more money, owe more money to people? Nah, it's not going to work. I know a lot of people here who are in the live stream right now who have taken money from people to trade for them, and it's not working out. And now you're like, oh man, it's not working out. Those people are waiting for my returns. What should I do now? Because you're trading under pressure. That's what's happening. You know, man, I've been through every possible scenario, trust me. All right, boys and girls, I'm gonna head off over here. I have some things coming in. So,
thank you, Raja.
Yeah, thank
Raja.
you. Hey.
Quick question, man. Before you go to the gym, you go light on the breakfast or you go hard with breakfast?
I have no breakfast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. Like I wake up, I have
You're fasting?
No. I have some fruit when I wake up.
Okay.
And then I have breakfast at around like 12 or 1.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to get abs for the summer. So
going to Mexico.
So I need a couple of months to get there, you know, like so I need at least 6 months. Because I know my discipline with food is a new trader's discipline with trading. Garbage. You know?
Okay.
Intermittent fasting before working out will get you abs quick, really quick.
Oh man, I know all the ways I can get abs quick, but it's just garbage discipline. Like I'll eat good like for the whole day, and at night my brother's gonna show up, my sister's gonna come, and it's just gonna be whole wild, you know, like junk food here and there. And,
eating paratas and
samosas with Nutella, and man, you name it.
Oh man, wow.
All right, everyone, take care. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, brother, take care.
Yeah, don't overtrade, don't over risk. Call it a day, please.
Yeah, man.
All right, now how do you stop the stream on OBS?